Okay, so what I'm going to work on today, I have this fountain or bird bath that I'm going to change out from, it has a motor here that's an AC motor, and I bought this solar fountain from off of Amazon, and it was $7.99. And so I'm going to take this motor out and put this one in, and we'll see how it works. So open, and to take that out, I think all I got to do is kind of, it's just being held down by that cord that goes down there, and I think it's filled in there with something to stop water leaks. So I have to kind of break it loose out of there, and then I could take the motor out of there. And this is a metal fountain. It's pretty, looks pretty cool. You can see it there. And looking inside this box here, so I'll put the notes on where I got it in the notes on the video here. But it's a fountain made in China. And inside here, it has manual, and so you kind of see how it shows on here. It has different fittings that show different spray patterns that you could use. And inside the box, we got the motor with the solar panel there. And then these are filters for the pump, and some spray attachments, different patterns, and some more. And some more. So quite a few options for spray patterns on that. I'll have to test them out on there and see which one works best for this purpose. So we can get started. Okay, so I got the pump out of there. There's the old pump that was in there, and still has a little tube there. And then I was able to, I just cut the wire right here, and then I pulled the cord out from the bottom. So that's all ready to install the new pump on. So we'll keep moving forward. Okay, something I ran into with this is that it doesn't detach from the motor or from the solar panel. It's all one unit. You can't take this apart. It's like sealed in there. So what I decided to do was go ahead and cut it and and then I can install the pump and then run the tube down through that hole in the fountain. And then once I run it through there, I could reattach that and use some shrink tubing and solder that all together, and then get it working that way. That was my solution to that. On the video for the pump, it shows it just the power cord just dangling off the side of the fountain, and that's not the look I wanted. I wanted to have it going down through the pedestal of the fountain, and then trail it off to the side, so it has a better professional look. So anyway, so that's where I am now. I'm going to get these wires stripped off so that they're ready to install, and then I'll go ahead and install the tubing. I think I'll have to use some caulk or something to seal the hole, as this is not as thick as the AC wire. It's got 10 feet of cord, and I think the pump's about 3 feet. I mean, the fountain's about 3 foot high, so it'll have 6 feet where I could walk it away from the fountain and maybe bury it and put some dirt on top of the cord from where I'm going to position the panel. So I found this kitchen and bath silicone seal, so I'm going to use that after I put the power cord through there to seal it. So I'm trying to just use what I have on hand in my home. Okay, so I got the pump installed here. I put a little rubber base that I had sitting around just to prop it up so that it sits up here, and I think that'll be right around the water line, pretty close. Look at it there. So, and it'll have one of these spouts sticking out the top there, so I think that'll work pretty good. And it does have this extension where you could put it up even higher, so that would, with that, I could drop this down lower and have this sticking up. So there's a couple little options there, but I thought this might be good because anything that falls to the bottom, this is raised a little bit where the intake is there, so that'll keep any of the sediment from plugging up the intake there, because all that would settle to the bottom down here. Anyway, that's my thought on that. And I did put some silicone seal down there to prevent some of the leaking. I may have to do other applications there if it doesn't stop the leak, but we'll see. Anyway, so now I got to move on to reconnecting the power cord here. Bring it up the end. So I got this end here that I'm gonna reconnect to the this one. So that's the next step. Okay, so I went ahead and I used my soldering iron and put the two leads together, and then used some shrink tubing to seal it all in there. So now I'm ready to see if this pump works. Okay, so I filled up some water in there, and looks like it's working pretty good there. I just put one of the smaller fittings in there, and I just have the solar panel in on the ground here, and the wire went along here. But I may, or I'll probably find a better place for it, but you can really control the power of this by putting your hand over I could turn it off right there, and if I set it back down, it goes back on. And even if you block some of it, like I'm just putting my hand over, blocking part of the view or part of the sunlight, and it goes up and down. So it'll probably, even with passing clouds, it might affect the power of the motor, or the power going to the motor. So I'm going to try some different spray pattern attachments and see how that looks. Yeah, so I'm starting to lose the sun here, so the power is going down. I moved the solar panel, I kind of hung it from one of the branches here. The sun's kind of going down. But I was going to show you a couple more of the fittings here. So we got this one. It's really easy to change them. There's another one. And there's this one. So it's really easy to change them, so you can kind of try one for a while, then do a different one. Right now I think I kind of like this one. No, not that one. This one. Anyway, so I'm pretty happy with it. One of the suggestions I would think is that it'd be nice if they made it where you could detach the power cord and even be able to do an extension without having to like splice and solder and all that with the power cord. But other than that, I think this was $7.99 for the pump. That seems pretty good. So we'll see how long it lasts.